I would describe myself as a quiet, calm, and honestly too forgiving for my own good. But that day, something inside me snapped. My sister had been living with me rent-free in my home in San Diego for almost a year. I gave her the bigger room, bought her clothes, and even helped her land a job she later quit because, in her words, work is for people without options. So imagine my shock when she stormed into the living room, tossed her laundry on the couch, and shouted, "Wash my clothes and clean the house while you're at it." I blinked, certain I'd heard wrong. "Excuse me?" She rolled her eyes. "You're home all day. It's the least you can do." Before I could even speak, my father, who was visiting for the weekend, chuckled. Not the amused kind. The mocking kind. "Oh, come on, sweetheart," he said to my sister. "Don't be too hard on her. You know your sister's not exactly leadership material." They both laughed. At me. I felt the sting crawl up my chest like fire. I'd taken care of both of them for years. Paid the bills, cooked, cleaned, sent money home when my dad's business fell apart. But that day, my kindness was comedy to them. Until I stood up. "Actually, Dad," I said softly, "you might want to sit down for this." He smirked. "Why, you finally gonna talk back?" I smiled. "Not exactly. Just thought you'd want to be sitting when I remind you whose name is on the house. And the bank account." Their laughter stopped. I turned to my sister. "You've been living here for free. You never even asked who covers the bills." "Dad, the money you've been borrowing for medical expenses. It's my money. Every cent." My father's face went pale. "You wouldn't." "Oh, I already did." I walked to the coffee table and pulled out a document. The eviction notice. I'd printed that morning after discovering my sister had pawned my bracelet to buy a designer bag. "You have 72 hours to move out," I said, handing it to her. She exploded. "You can't kick family out." I looked her dead in the eyes. "You're right. But tenants who don't pay rent?" "I absolutely can." My father tried to intervene, his voice shaky now. "Don't do this, honey. She's your sister." I met his gaze. "And you're my father. But you taught me something valuable today. Loyalty doesn't come from blood. It comes from respect." He tried to speak again, but I simply pointed at the couch and said quietly, "Sit down." And for the first time in my life, he did. Not out of authority, out of fear. 3 days later, my sister moved out. My father left too. Humiliated, silent, and suddenly polite. I didn't shout, didn't gloat. I simply changed the locks and poured myself a glass of wine. Now, my house is peaceful. My mind is quiet. If you love stories where power shifts faster than lightning, subscribe to my channel for more stories that prove one truth. Never underestimate the quiet one. She's usually the one holding all the keys.